32 currently in Michigan City. Here's where we're headed over the next few hours. So a lot of us this evening, we're going to be dropping through the 30s, right around 30 degrees by about 9 p.m. or so. Skies are going to remain mostly clear throughout the evening. And then your forecast low temperatures tonight, we're going to be dropping down into the mid to upper 20s. That is above average. Average low is right around 21 degrees. But here's where we're headed. Things look so nice over the next couple of days. Make plans to get outdoors. We're looking at 50s arriving tomorrow. It stays that way throughout the weekend, and by early next week, we may actually be in the upper 50s. Back to sunshine. Temperatures out there today were pretty decent as well, because average for this time of the year is mid-30s. Today we ended up topping out in the upper 30s to mid to upper 40s, just depending on where you were. So inland locations ended up making it into the mid to upper 40s today. Currently in the city, it's 37. We have a wind chill of 31 degrees. We're at 36 in Gary, 38 in Woodstock, 31 in Waukegan. That's one of our cooler spots. 41 in Rensselaer, 44 in Morris, and we are now at 50 in LaSalle. So that's where we're seeing the warmest temperatures currently. The next 48 hours around here, temperatures this evening going to be dropping through the 30s. I think by daybreak tomorrow, a lot of us are going to be waking up in the mid to upper 20s. And then tomorrow afternoon, things look fantastic. So much sunshine expected for your Friday. Highs are going to be in the low to mid 50s. And then moving along into the weekend, it stays very nice. We'll have overnight low temperatures Friday night into Saturday morning, which of course is Valentine's Day. We're going to be waking up close to the freezing mark. And then your high temperatures during the afternoon going to range from the upper 40s to low 50s. But I do think that we're going to tag that 50-degree mark in the city. Your 5-day forecast, 52 degrees, sunny skies on Friday, Saturday near 50, 54 degrees for your high on Sunday, partly cloudy conditions. A little bit more in the way of cloud cover is expected early next week, but temperatures stay very nice. We're going to be in the mid to upper 50s by Monday afternoon, down to the low 50s on Tuesday, and then by Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we could start to see some changes and some precipitation returning to the area. Back to you.
All right.
Yes, it's all up from here. It's looking great when you see the 7-day forecast. Your temperatures right now, we're sitting in the 30s for a lot of us, especially closer to the lakefront. So the lake temperatures right now, we're sitting in the lower 30s, right around 33 degrees. So with that easterly wind, it's making a pretty big difference on temps, because inland locations, places like LaSalle, actually tagged 50 degrees today. Tonight, we're dropping down to about 28 degrees. We'll have southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's enough to send wind chill temps down to about 20. Your outdoor forecast for Friday, whether you're heading out in the morning, the midday hours, or the afternoon, it looks beautiful. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures are expected to reach into the low to mid 50s. And then we're right around 50 degrees on Saturday for Valentine's Day. By Sunday, we're partly cloudy, high temperatures near 54. And those 50s, those are going to continue all the way into early next week as well. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Emily. Well,
actually hit 50 degrees today, so it was very mild if you were inland and away from the lake. But closer to the lakefront, of course, running a little bit cooler. But either way, temperatures were still above average, so we will take it. And today is going to be the coldest day that we see for likely the next week or so, because we have much warmer air that's going to be building in. So the 5-day forecast here, we're in the low 50s tomorrow, near 50 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, I think we're up to near 54 degrees, and then it gets even warmer. 57 is now my expected high for Monday afternoon. And then Tuesday, we're back down to the low 50s. Either way, the next several days around here look stunning, and we're going to have a lot of sunshine to go along with the warm temperatures too. This is your temperature outlook from the 18th through the 22nd. So this is kind of rolling us toward the end of February, and we're still strongly favored to see warmer than average temperatures. Something that we're going to have to watch, though, by the later portion of next work week. So I'm thinking Thursday into Friday, we could be seeing some colder air wrapping in on the backside of a storm system that's going to come through. So that may significantly drop our temperatures by the end of next work week. But until then, I think we're going to be enjoying those 50s. So your satellite and radar, things are quiet for now. We have had a little bit of cloud cover out there, especially closer to the lakefront. But for the most part, a lot of us have been enjoying just mostly sunny conditions throughout the afternoon. Futurecast taking us throughout this evening and then into the overnight. Skies are going to be mostly clear to partly cloudy. Notice the wind direction. So tomorrow we're going to have southerly winds. So we're bringing in that warmer air mass out of the south. Your temperatures tomorrow morning, I think for a lot of us, are going to be in the upper 20s. And then we are very quickly seeing those numbers rising through the morning hours. By afternoon, there's a lot of us that are going to be in the low, if not sneaking into the mid 50s. So very, very mild conditions tomorrow. And then looking forward to Saturday, of course, Saturday is Valentine's Day. I think we're going to be starting off the day pretty close to the freezing mark, which of course is right around 32. And then through the day, lots of sunshine expected, becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon. And this storm system here, that's what we were watching previously this week. We're still, of course, keeping a close eye on it. This model's trying to bring some of that rain into the far southern sections of the viewing area, places like Kankakee County, Newton and Jasper counties Saturday night. I'm not overly concerned about that, though. I do think this is going to be staying just south of the viewing area, so we should be in pretty decent shape. I do think that we're going to pick up increasing cloud cover associated with this storm system by the end of the day on Saturday, and then certainly into the overnight, but I expect that rain to stay just south of our area. For tonight, 28, we'll have southeasterly winds becoming southerly, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast tomorrow looks good, 52. Sunny skies expected on Friday, Saturday for Valentine's Day. Partly cloudy conditions, becoming mostly cloudy at night. Then on Sunday, we have decreasing cloud cover again, a high of 54, 57, mostly cloudy on Monday. We're keeping the clouds around going into Tuesday. By Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we could start to see our next storm system arriving. And then that's going to wrap in some cooler air on the backside of that storm system. So we'll have cooler temperatures by Thursday and Friday. We'll be right back. But it's 48 in LaSalle, 42 in Morris, 39 in Rensselaer, and it's 40 degrees currently in Aurora. Here's where we're headed. So the next few hours, we're all going to be dropping through the 30s. And then I think by 10 p.m. or so, a lot of us are going to be sitting pretty close to 30 degrees. Eventually tonight, we're only expected to fall into the mid to upper 20s, which, by the way, is above average. Average low for this time of the year is right around 21 degrees, so we're staying just above that. And we're counting on southeasterly winds becoming southerly right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. The out-the-door forecast for your Friday looking so nice tomorrow morning, and temperatures are going to warm up rather quickly. I think by 10, we're already going to be in the low 40s. Lots of sunshine expected tomorrow, and high temperatures eventually are going to be warming up into the 50s, and they stay in the 50s for the next 5 days. I think by early next week, we're in the upper 50s. Your full forecast is coming up. Where we were yesterday, closer to the lakefront, because we had that flow coming in off of the lake, keeping temps in the 30s. But for the most part, it's been another nice above average day for February. We ended up making it to about 50 degrees in LaSalle, now down to 46. It is 40 in Aurora, 35 at O'Hare, 34 in Gary, same thing in Valparaiso, and we're down to 31 degrees currently in Waukegan. Here's where we're headed. So tonight we're dropping out of the 30s, down into the 20s. A lot of us are going to find our overnight lows sitting in the mid to upper 20s, and then tomorrow looks wonderful. Lots of sunshine. High temperatures are going to be warming up into the low to mid 50s tomorrow afternoon. And then looking ahead to Saturday for Valentine's Day, I think we're starting off in the low 30s, and then during the afternoon very easily making it into the upper 40s to low 50s. I'm forecasting a high of 50 degrees for Saturday. On Sunday, we're partly cloudy. Highs are going to be right around 54 degrees, and then it gets even warmer going into the beginning of next work week. So we're going to be mostly cloudy on Monday, same thing on Tuesday, but high temperatures looking fantastic. We're going to be right around 57 by Monday afternoon. This week it's going to get even warmer, so things are really looking up here in the next few days. Your temperatures right now ranging from the low 30s in a couple locations right along the lakefront, only 32 in Michigan City, 31 in Waukegan. But we're still at 47 degrees in LaSalle. It's 35 at O'Hare, 34 at the Chicago lakefront, same thing in Gary. Tonight, we're dropping down to about 28. We'll have southeasterly winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Skies are going to be mostly clear to partly cloudy tonight. And then tomorrow morning, lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be warming up just fine. I think by 10, we are already going to be in the low 40s and then low 50s expected tomorrow afternoon. So your high temperature on Friday, 52, 53 degrees for a lot of us. And then on Saturday, we're expected to be right around 50 for your Valentine's Day. Sunday, partly cloudy conditions. High temperatures are expected to be right around 54. And again, it gets even warmer early next week. Those details coming up in your 7-day. By Monday of next week, and then we're down to about 52 degrees on Tuesday, and it doesn't stop there. So going into Wednesday, Thursday, this is your temperature outlook from the 18th through the 22nd, and we're still strongly favored to see those above average conditions continuing. I think we'll start to see a little bit of a shakeup here by the end of next week. So closer to Thursday, Friday, we're going to start to see some cooler air wrapping in on the backside of a storm system. But even then, it doesn't look all that cold. So it's still going to be rather mild for February. Satellite and radar. Things have been pretty quiet here over the last few hours. A lot of us have been enjoying mostly clear to partly cloudy conditions. Tonight, we're going to be mostly clear to partly cloudy. Temperatures going to be dropping down into the mid to upper 20s. And then tomorrow morning, we have those southerly winds. It's going to help to kind of transport some of that warmer air. And with the help of a lot of sunshine on Friday, temperatures are very easily going to be warming up into the lower 50s. Then going into Saturday for Valentine's Day. In the morning hours, I think we're starting off the day with partly cloudy conditions, becoming nice and sunny for a few hours. And then after the sun goes down, there's going to be a storm system passing to our south. And this storm system, we've been tracking this pretty closely throughout the last several days. This particular model is trying to bring in some of those showers across the far southern sections of our viewing area, places like Kankakee County, Newton and Jasper counties. But I still think this is going to trend a little bit farther to the south. So again, I'm not overly concerned about rain chances this weekend. If we end up seeing any of those showers, it's going to be our far southern tier of counties, and that's about it. Everywhere else is just looking at some cloud cover Saturday night. For tonight, 28 degrees, 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, 52, lots of sunshine. On Saturday, we're going to see a high temperature of 50, 54 on Sunday, partly cloudy skies, a little bit more in the way of cloud cover early next week. And then by Wednesday and Thursday, we have a chance of showers. Temperatures should start to cool down a bit by Thursday. Back to you.
Thank